Okay, hello and welcome back to Movement Monastery. I'm going to be reviewing my videos throughout the week and talking about the vlog for this week. Excuse me. This week actually started out pretty crappy. Monday when I started out doing my handstand training, and actually earlier than that, like on Sunday, prior to that, even on Thursday, I was starting to get issues with my shoulder blades and my spine kind of area. My thought is that I kind of twisted a rib or rotated a rib or something like that, and I had this really achy pain just beneath my shoulder blade. So that carried into pretty much the next 4 days of on and off that kind of getting anything I would do that was overhead related, whether it was a handstand or an overhead press or lifting somebody overhead or anything like that. It would it got flared up very easily. So Monday I'd had enough of that crap, and I decided, okay, I was going to take a rest week, and I was going to sleep in for most of the week, and just focus on mobility and very light training, just to kind of replenish myself. I just felt like I had enough, and I didn't have the inspiration to push through that kind of thing. So I ended up doing some going to efficient movement and doing some cupping. Thanks to Courtney for being, again, I call her my the Alfred of the Batcave, because she's the one that kind of puts me back together when I get all beat up. You can see right there she's removing some of the cupping, the cups. And what it really does, if you're ever interested, I have the information for efficient movement up there to get a hold of her. But pretty much the idea is that the extended stay of that suction helps to try to release some fascia, and also when you move around or breathe, it kind of helps to release those areas as well. Some other things she did as well, but that was one of the main things. Throughout the rest of the week, I also did a lot of my PRI training, which stands for Postural Realignment Institute work. So basically for me, it's making sure that my pelvis is staying in a anterior tucked position, and doing these kind of like deep lunges and making sure to get deep into my hip socket when I'm doing stuff. This is also what's really helped me recover from my knee injury a while ago. Just still doing some mobility training in the deep squat position, and just like I said, most of my stuff was just light work, and you can see that I'm working on some of my dorsiflexion and plantar flexion here, just taking some time in between private lessons to get some extra bit of work in, and not focusing too much on trying to really work hard. I'm just keeping everything moving and focusing on some areas that maybe I've been neglecting because I've been doing specialized training recently. Right there you saw me doing some shoulder cars. Right here I'm still doing some of the work that Courtney did on me, but without the cups, obviously. Just getting some spinal movement and trying to work through some spinal twisting that maybe I was having issues with before. Moving on from there, doing some arch work here. Sped up the camera because it does take a long time for me to go through these things, and I know you don't have all day to watch my stuff, if you watch my stuff at all, but that's not really the point of this. Let's see, moving on from there, I did some weighted stretching. This was come Friday now. We're kind of skipping ahead at the moment, but on Friday I did do some weighted stretching. I'm going to start to incorporate this more, really trying to get more compression and get deeper into my stretches, especially my straddle stretch, and I feel like I'm going to need to start adding weight to really help that out. It's helped me a lot in the past. I just got to make sure not to overdo it, because it can put some extra strain on your body that's not necessary. Still doing my banded exercises for my shoulders. I find that anytime I'm going to do any pulling movements, especially acrobatic, anything I do acrobatic that involves straight arm work, I'm going to be doing these straight arm TheraBand exercises or preparation work prior to doing it. You can also see right here, I'm doing some aerial acrobatic work, stuff I've been working on to do some doing some duo acrobatic work with my wife. Not here at the moment, obviously. I'm doing my homework. Aerial, again, is a very difficult art form for me. Not only because it's just frustrating, because it's not something I'm fairly naturally good at, but you know, I have my wife who's amazing at it, and so I'm constantly just trying to get myself in check and trying to I can't keep up with her, but I'm going to do my best to try and push as hard as I can and develop into that and get better at that skill set. So right here I did manage to get some tumbling in on Thursday night, and so I was really happy about that. I did this round off back handspring, back tuck pass, and layout pass, and that made me very happy. You can see in this video I'm doing a lot of grip based work, so I'm trying to work more on my forearms. I have a bit of an issue with back flexion like this. I'm strengthening the back of this area. I'm really strong in this area like most people are, and I'm also working on my radial and ulnar deviation and extension back here. So mainly a lot of work in that area to kind of open up my more well-developed hand, so to speak. Wrists.
Don't forget to take a second and take it all in.
That pretty much says it right there. You know, if you're not taking the time to enjoy the small things in life, whether it's the cicadas humming or the beautiful sunsets that you might have, some clouds, the changing of the seasons, if you're not taking the time to do that, you know, I recommend please doing that, just if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just to enjoy that time. I also had the pleasure this week of putting a master class on for Epic Dance Company. Very, very humbled by this event, and I'll have that video out soon showing what we did cover in that area. But many of my mentors, the people that were responsible for my upbringing, were at this workshop, and so, like I said, it was very humbling for me to be there and to have people there that have brought me up and respect me and what I've done and what I've practiced and developed into, respected enough to care enough about the knowledge in that and wanting to hear my side or the way I interpreted it. That's it for now. Thank you for watching if you are, and hope to see you guys next time.